For you guys that don't know, I might have said in my last video, I don't remember, our freezer and refrigerator broke. So as we've needed one of these for a long time, we finally got one. The issue at hand is this. Someone decided to not take care of it in the shipping process, and it's all dented up. I don't know if it'll work strictly because of this flap right here. I don't know if that will allow the cold air out or if it's sealed good enough in there. But I'm just gonna hook it up anyway, and I guess we'll see. The goal for today's video was supposed to be a full day of eating on my reverse diet, and then full day of eating on my reverse diet with a refeed or cheat day, and then what I would do post cheat day and stuff like that. But my cheat day is not till Friday. Today is Wednesday. This video is going to be combined with Wednesday and Thursday. So what I'll do is I'll probably do a full day of eating Friday with just my cheat day or refeed day, cheat day pretty much, and then Saturday it'll be kind of my what I would do post cheat, post refeed, just to make sure I don't gain as much fat as I would have if I didn't do it, you know. So that's the next video to come. Be ready for that if you're looking to know how to use a refeed or a cheat day and how to recover from one. That's kind of what I'm aiming for, but I need food, so yeah.
There's so much more that goes into it, and sampling, the whole sampling process and holidays. And
I know it's not a day of eating, but I want to show you guys what I got for pretty much breakfast, honestly. I had a protein bar earlier, but that's about it. My own flatbread pizza, which I'll tell you about that in a minute, and then your basic standard chicken and rice, alright? For this whole entire meal, it's like 80 carb, well, it's about 90 carb, 80 protein, 15 fat. That's kind of where it's at. So what do I have on here? Flatbread, salsa as the sauce, fat-free cheese, then I put this turkey pepperoni on here, and then more fat-free cheese, a little Mexican cheese, and some garlic, some pepper, some oregano, and stuff like that to make it seem like a pizza. But very, very big meal. That's how I like to start off my day. I like to start off with a big meal, kind of snack throughout the day, and then a big meal at night, and then snack at night. And that's kind of what I like to do. Again, meal timing does not matter. It does not matter as long as calories in versus calories out. So as long as you're eating the calories you need to, you're fine. Okay, don't worry about having to eat every 2 hours a specific meal set. That's not how it goes. But I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh, today has been a very boring morning, you know? One of those mornings where you just don't do anything. I already went to the gym, I did the work I had to do, I came back, I set up the freezer, I set up the freezer, went upstairs, started editing the video, and just got really bored and demotivated. So I'm just gonna head to the gym. I can always be motivated and positive when I'm in the gym. So I'm not gonna work out yet, but I do have work in about an hour, so I might as well go anyway and just wait there until I have to work, and then work out after that. So I have my Up energy drink as always, one a day anytime I'm working out. That's what I got. If I had pre-workout, I would take that, but I don't. I got my scoop of creatine in here, which I'll probably chug before even leaving, and then got some water. That's all I got. I'm gonna take you guys through my pull workouts. I think my back, my biceps, my rear delts, all my pulling motions, I feel like those muscles are my greatest. Those are the ones I'm the best at. Those are the ones that I'm those are the ones that I've pushed the most throughout my days, that I like the most, that I enjoy working the most, and that I have the most knowledge on. So I'm gonna take you guys through one of my workouts and see what you guys think, and I'm gonna come up with it right now. I'm gonna write it down, and I'll take you guys through it.
I ain't feeling lonely, and I wanna admit it's time to end the ride. Fading it too slowly, with those gonna lift me up this time. You were the only one who got me tripping up.
I literally cannot tell you guys how many times I've attempted this commentary. So, I'm gonna focus up. We're gonna get this knocked out right now. So, I started this workout off with 3 sets of 12 to 15 on the assisted pull-up. If you can supplement the assisted pull-up for the regular pull-up and still knock out for 12 to 15, feel free. I'm weak. I can't do that. Just make sure you're getting a full stretch at the bottom, pausing, going all the way up and squeezing those lats together, getting full range of motion. Then I moved on to very, very heavy rack pulls. I did 4 sets of 6 to 8. I started off with 225, worked up to about 275, and did that for a few sets. I think I dropped it back down for 225 at the end for a drop set until failure. Then I moved on to a very, very heavy T-bar row. My form was not perfect by any means. I was definitely yanking the weight, but I was going as heavy as I could with keeping as much form as I possibly could. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, maybe it wasn't that bad. I haven't seen it yet. I did 4 sets of 6 to 8, really pulling and squeezing those traps together, squeezing those rhomboids together, stretching at the bottom, squeezing at the top, stretching at the bottom. That's everything for back. Did 4 sets of 6 to 8 of that. Then I moved on to the drop set at the very end. I started with 4 plates, did as many as I could, dropped a plate, many as I could, dropped a plate until I got to 1 plate. And then I moved on to a close grip lat pull down. I started off doing it kneeling just because I felt like I could get a better stretch, but I ended up moving to just sitting down and pulling down. Our cable machines aren't too good at my gym. Obviously most gyms have better ones, but again, I did the best I could. 3 sets of 12 there. Then I moved on to a superset. I did a rowing machine, I did a high row, not a neutral grip. I did a pronated grip row, squeezing my rhomboids together, focusing on traps, rear delts, and rhomboids. Superset that with a lat sweep on the cable. Did 3 sets of 8 to 12 on the row, and then 3 sets of 15 on the lat sweep. That's all I did for back. I've been focusing a lot more on other muscle groups, my chest, my tris, my shoulders, my legs, and I haven't really been focusing on back because I feel like that's the best. I feel like that's my best attribute, so I've been focusing more on everything else. So my back volume, it wasn't that high this workout. I'm testing it out to see how it feels, but who knows. And then I moved on to a very, very over-exaggerated supinated grip on these dumbbell curls, both simultaneous curls. I did 8 to 12 here, really squeezing up top, all the way down, squeezing up top. You could tell by my ugly face that those were obviously tough. And I superset that with a reverse grip curl, working on the forearms because I have baby forearms. And well, I got baby everything, but now I did 4 sets of 8 to 12 on the dumbbell curls, 4 sets of 15 on the reverse grip easy bar curls. Then I moved on to this cable hammer curl. I did 3 sets of 10, and then I drop set it, so I dropped the weight about 2 pegs on the cable machine, so about 20%, and then did 10 more. Now I superset that with a cable shrug, and all I really do with shrugs is I'll do about 10 to 15 really squeezing, and then I'll kind of just bang them out afterwards, making sure you're getting a full stretch at the bottom and squeezing all the way up at the top, getting the full range of motion as always. I did 3 sets of, again, I never know reps, but 3 sets of 10 drop 10 on the curls, and 3 sets of anywhere from 15 to 25 on the shrugs. And then I moved on to my last exercise, which is this is my burnout exercise. I did 2 sets of this. I started off with a regular cable curl. I knocked out 10, moved on to a kneeling cable curl, had my elbows on my knees, curled it over my head. I did 10 of those, and then a laying cable curl, getting all different angles on the bicep, and I did 10 of those. And I did 2 sets of that to burn it out. Took me like an hour to do this freaking commentary. It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock in the morning. Let's get on with the rest of the video. Make sure you leave it a like for all these freaking attempts. Hello you guys, I am obviously home as you can tell, but I forgot that I wanted to run to Sprouts. I want to pick some stuff up, ice cream, chicken, stuff like that. And I'm gonna take you guys with me, but that was a very solid workout. Very solid. Instagram picture time. Now that photo shoot's over, time to go to the store.
Like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength. Now I'm the only one.
What is up, you guys? I just literally drove all the way over the parking lot just to get better lighting here. I'm learning the YouTube, you know, I'm learning. I had the meanest cash register lady, but I mean, she told me to hurry up and put my pin in. Like, she was like, hurry up, put your pin in. I was like, what? Come on. I didn't say a word. I wasn't mean. I didn't do anything. But I only picked up like pretty much 2 items, but like, well, 2 things, 7 items. Got some ice cream and some chicken. If you've seen any of my videos, you know that the most viewed video is my Halo Top versus Arctic Zero versus Enlightened ice cream video. It's got like 500 views. I'm gonna kind of reenact that, just remake another one with more detail and everything like that. So I'm gonna do that. It's coming soon, so I got some items for that and all the other stuff. But I'm gonna head home now. I'm gonna see you guys at the house.
Fill me out with your smile. Now the sunshine brings the light. Fill me out with a flame. I will let you in this game. Take me out when I'm down. 'Cause with you I'm safe and sound. 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 I'm safe and sound.
Alrighty, you guys, as I always do, and it's a beautiful day outside, I'm gonna take you guys through these workouts. Try to ignore the crickets and birds in the background. It's a nice day out here. It was burning hot, now the clouds came in and it's feeling good. So I'm gonna take this workout. I feel like it's my thing. Is this my thing? Like this whole commentary? I know commentaries, but like the picture corner, me here, full on commentary, is this my thing? I think it's my thing. It's my thing. Chest, front delts, medial delts, triceps. That's my push day. That's what that consists of. So I started off with chest. So I started off with a machine fly, 3 sets of 15. This is just getting blood flow into the muscles, getting a nice warm up, getting hot. I didn't go too heavy, really control and squeeze in my chest as much as possible. I feel like I can get the most activation at the start of my workout, so I like to do that, get the blood flow, and then start the compound movement. After doing 3 sets of 15 here, I moved on to the flat bench. After the flat bench, I moved on to an incline barbell press, make sure I'm coming all the way down, touching my chest. I was gonna do 3 sets of 8 to 12, but I threw 135 on there and it felt heavy as shit. My incline movements are so weak for some reason. I don't know how my dumbbells get higher, but my incline movements are really weak. So I did 4 sets of 5 there instead of what I was supposed to do. And then I moved on to a seated dumbbell military press. I did 4 sets of 15, 12, 10, 8, getting heavier progressively throughout each set. making sure I'm keeping my chest up, focusing on those front delts, squeezing, getting the full range of motion all the way down, all the way up. As I preach with every exercise, full range of motion, all the way down, all the way up. Make sure you're squeezing, stretching, all that good stuff. Getting as much blood as you can in those muscles. And then I moved on to a dumbbell side lateral. I did 5 sets of 8, drop set 15. So I went relatively heavy, a little bit of a swing, making sure I'm keeping my pinkies up, a slight bend in the elbows, making sure I'm not like really humping the air. I'm just really controlling, but getting a little bit of a swing just because it's heavier weight. Did 8 of that, drop set straight to 10. Very strict here, again, as always, keeping those pinkies up, focusing on that medial delt as much as possible. 5 sets there. Then I moved on to a single arm cable fly. I feel like single arm, I can really focus on that one pec, strictly because with both, it's just so much focus on. I feel like I put more emphasis on my right pec, and my left one's smaller, so I need to focus up. So I moved on to my left side first. 3 sets of 10, left and right, alternating. Sometimes I do less on my right side, just so my left side can get more of a workout. Making sure I'm, again, full range of motions, full stretch, bringing it in, bringing my pinky up a little bit. So I'm here, bringing my pinky up a little bit, squeeze in that upper chest as much as possible, hold for like half a second and right back down. And then hold, stretch for half a second, keeping control and squeezing, stretching, big components to getting blood flow into that chest. And I superset that with Bosu ball push-ups, holding the outside, kind of simulating a fly again, holding the outside and kind of squeezing in as I'm pressing. And I did a pulse. As you can see, at the bottom half, did a little pulse, went all the way back down, and then did a full range of motion. I went here until failure. I think I did like 10 pretty much every set, making sure I'm failing every single set. Then I moved on to an in between the legs. I saw this in Jeff Nippard's, I don't know his last name, I don't know how to say it. I saw this in his video. You keep the cable under the legs. It feels better on the delt. When you're doing it in front of you or behind you, it just feels awkward. If you do it under the legs, it feels a lot better. Hanging, side lateral. I did 4 sets of 10 each arm there. And that was it for chest and shoulders. Moving on to triceps, I did an overhead French press with the easy bar. Really stretching at the bottom, coming all the way up, and really focusing on those triceps. You gotta squeeze, because if not, you feel it in your elbows, and that's what I used to have. I used to have a lot of elbow issues strictly because I was yanking weights and bouncing back and forth. Really focus on that tricep. Superset that with a plate French press. I went a lighter weight, obviously, keeping neutral grip. Same, really the same thing, just a different hand placement, which hits a different part of the tricep. I did 4 sets of 8 on the easy bar French press, and then on the plate French press, I did 15. Then I moved on to my second to last tricep exercise. I did a dumbbell kickback. As you can see, I like to do it more sideways. I feel like if I go straight back, I activate too much of my rear delt and my lat. So what I do is I kind of lean to the side and kick it to the side. It just feels better for me. It's preference. If it feels better for you, try it that way. If not, don't do it that way. You know, whatever's comfortable for you, whatever you feel the most activation. Then I moved on to, again, I do this is a weird exercise. I like it. It's one of my favorite right now. You can see my hand placement is like on top instead of really squeezing the sides because I have really bad wrists, so I put my hands on top. I call this a dynamite press because it's like you're pressing a dynamite, you're pressing down, pumping up the dynamite to blow it up, you know? One of those Looney Tunes movies, you know, pressing like that. So this is one of my favorite. I did 4 sets of 10, drop set 15, really squeezing. And what the reason I like this exercise is because I feel like, you know how you use a rope, you come down and out? I feel like it automatically forces you to do that by pressing down, because you're automatically having to press out. So to me, it feels really good. I loved it. Again, keep a strict form, chest up, coming all the way up to your chest, full stretch, and then pressing all the way down, squeezing triceps all the way through. And that was the end of the workout. Let me see you guys at the house. So, what I got going on here is I need extra carbs, and I don't have rice, I don't have potatoes, I don't have any of that. So, I made a pizza yesterday. I'm making a special pizza. Let me show you. Well, obviously, I'm cooking chicken as I always do. But I have the same pizza I made yesterday, but what I'm gonna do is I got half a serving of cheese. I got one single on here, and then a few pieces of pepperoni. And then I'm gonna put another one on top. Let me show you. Put it right on top. Press down. So this one's pretty much just right on top, and it's gonna melt. And it's gonna be like stuffed pizza. So that's gonna melt, and then I'm gonna put sauce and cheese and pepperoni on top of this. Maybe some chicken, and then I'm gonna make a wrap. So I'm gonna show you the finished product, right? I know you guys wanna see the pizza. It's cooking, it's almost done. Give me a second. Tips. I did not feel like making a wrap, so I didn't feel like cutting up peppers and lettuce and finding sauces and stuff to put. So what I did is I just put hot sauce on here. I'm getting these tortilla chips. Macro's not too bad, not the best obviously, but I'm only using like 5 or 6. I'm scooping the chicken. Scooping up the chicken and eating it like I do it like Chipotle. Scooping up the chicken. If you're wondering who I'm watching, it's the one and come on. It's the one and come on. The one and only Max Tuning. As I say in pretty much every video, one of my favorite fitness vloggers. Obviously, my top 2, Christian Guzman and him, and then Rob Lipset. So, but yeah, the pizza, it's not what I would like it to be, strictly because I don't have any marinara sauce. Our refrigerator just broke, and we had to buy a freezer, and we had to use this mini fridge over here, and we already had drinks in it. So my marinara sauce ended up getting thrown away. I use something that is actually delicious, but I don't know how it's gonna taste on pizza. I use half of this honey roasted barbecue from Chick-fil-A because we got a bunch of them. Got a bunch of those and a bunch of buffalo sauce. I use that instead as sauce. I think it'll be good, but you know, who knows? It's nice and crispy. I'm excited. Let's give this pizza a taste test. I don't think it's gonna be too good, honestly. I would like, look, see, I would like more cheese, but I ran out of fat-free cheese. So like there's a big thick crust, no, not thick, but like large space here with nothing on it. But I think it'll be okay. You can see, you can't really see the stuffing, you can kind of see it. There it goes, you can see in between, you can see that piece of pepperoni right there. Yeah, let's give it a taste test. Actually very tasty. The macros could be better. They're only bad because one, I had used that honey barbecue sauce, kind of high in fat, where I could use marinara sauce and it would have been a lot better. Plus, I had to use more low moisture cheese because I ran out of fat-free cheese. So again, macros would be better if I had the right ingredients, but still, not bad. Not bad. The empty bottle collection continues to grow. Obviously for you guys it was 2 seconds, but I was just at work for about an hour and a half. I am back now, it is 6:15. I thought the game tonight, my basketball game, was at 9 o'clock. I checked the schedule, it turns out it's at 7 o'clock. So it's about 15 minutes away, warming up starts at like 6:40. So I'm gonna head out now to go to the game. Again, I'm not even gonna worry about recording it just because it's too much stress on me and my girlfriend, and just to even think about having to record it and then me having to think about cutting the clips, and it's just too much work. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna put my hand over this lens, I'm gonna take it off, I'm gonna be after the game, I'm gonna tell you about the game, and then I'm gonna get froyo. Everyone likes froyo more than basketball, like what? Ready? Game is over, just got some, you can't see that, but that building right there is Chick-fil-A, and right in front of his racetrack we got Chick-fil-A and froyo, as you are seeing right now, obviously. Delicious. I got a grilled chicken sandwich, fruit, Diet Coke, and then at racetrack I got vanilla and this weird rocket pop sherbet. Rocket pop sherbet, they got new one, so I tried it, you know, so delicious, both delicious. I am freaking thirsty. I lost my water bottle at the gym, that's fun. Say bye to Nikki. Bye, Nikki. I'm gonna take you guys through a part of the basketball game and stuff, let you guys know what happened when I got home, okay? See you in a minute. Back at the house. ate some food, showered, feeling good. But it is time to go to bed. But before, I'm gonna tell you guys about the basketball game, right? So we only have like 5 to 6 players a game, so we pretty much play the whole game. It's a weird league. It's like a side league, like an old men's league kind of thing. So we don't really know how to play as a team. It's kind of like whoever gets the ball shoots the ball. So all I really do is honestly pass the ball and then someone goes and shoots it. But we ended up losing by like 18 or something like that. When I got out the game with 5 minutes left because we had 1 sub. And we were down by 8. And then I kind of just chilled on the bench because I hurt my ankle. So yeah, that's why I don't play basketball anymore. I hurt my ankle. Tomorrow's leg day. Well, the day after tomorrow's leg day. Tomorrow's off day. But with that bad news, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here. If you did like the video, as always, in this same spot, give it a like, especially if you made it this far. I like to know who made it how far, you know, because I look at my watch time and stuff, and I don't think anyone makes it this far, but we'll see, you know, we'll see. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it, and I will definitely see you guys in the next time. Peace out.
Fill me out with your smile.